Curly Beer here again. I'm an undergraduate marketing major, BIA minor. For my third session, we went into the AI Sports Club. It was an event being put on by IBM, and it was honestly one of the coolest things I think I saw there. It was basically taking everyday, like what we consider games, which are obviously still high level sports, things like ping pong, and like they were saying it would be used for pickleball and other sports like that in the future where we don't have necessarily a lot of the tracking systems that we have on more major sports. But what they were displaying was they had this super cool foosball table. It had a camera at the top and AI sensors all around it, like built into the table. And it was tracking your movements on the foosball table, how you were playing, everything like that, and keeping data for you, which I thought was just cool to begin with because it's like, oh, you can kind of see how you're actually, what you're actually doing, how good you are, how you're playing, and keep tabs kind of like you would in many other sports where we keep that data very regularly and easily accessible to people. But it was just really cool to see because it then took that data which AI was all gathering for you and it uploads that into the IBM platform and you can give it prompts like find me the best opponent and it will go through their system and find you someone who's at the same skill level as you or a similar skill level, or you can even ask it to find you someone better than you, someone worse than you, finding, and it takes the data that you give it in just a regular prompt like you would for any generative AI platform and then turns that into finding you the perfect opponent for you to play against or finding someone who can help you improve your game and stuff like that. And I just thought it was awesome. I have some experience with similar things. One of my family friends back home has this really cool ping pong table attachment where it has a camera built in. I don't think it uses AI or anything, but it has a camera built in and it like watches where you're hitting the ball and then it has like a little feeder system where the ping pong balls collect and it like shoots the ball out, but it tracks what you were doing, like where you hit it and how it was hit, and it will return the ball in a way that kind of like mimics what a return from the other person would look like. Now it's definitely much slower than what you would get in a real game, but it was also just really cool because a lot of these sports don't have the capabilities to be single player sports. You need someone there with you, but not only do you need someone there with you, you need someone who's at the same or similar skill level to you so you can still enjoy and grow and have fun while playing the game rather than just kind of being stuck playing against, oh, I got one friend, but he's way better than me, so he always beats me, or I got one friend and he's way worse than me, so I always beat him, which can become not enjoyable for a lot of these activities where you just want to have a good time playing with your friends. And one thing that they were talking about for the future of it is rather than just using that AI platform to find an opponent for you, it would actually allow you to uh, like have the AI come in at a similar skill level to you and control the other side. I think that's going to be more capable in something like foosball, where it is just built into the table and the AI can kind of like have some motors running and control the different sticks and stuff. But for stuff like ping pong and pickleball and the others like smaller, at least on a well-known basis, and smaller on a data collection basis than other sports, these are going to have so much more attention being brought to them. And one of the things they were talking about, I'm personally a big sports bettor. I think it adds more enjoyment to watching sports, no matter what sport it is, whether it's something I've been a fan of for years or something I've never really watched before, having that little bit extra motivation as to what's going on in the game, having that direct connection adds to it. And they said that using this software, it like would allow you to it would be tough to set it up and whatnot, and it'll take a few years before they do it, but it'll basically allow the AI to program the odds and stuff for the games naturally, whether it's on a mass scale using something like DraftKings to do it, or whether it's just like you have the platform in your house and you're like able to see what like the live betting lines would be for the actual game that's going on. And I thought that was super cool because this is kind of like the boom of sports industry where like everyone's working towards the future where sports can be bet on at any level across the board. And this is like what they said was that's this next gen technology that's able to track the sports at a level that hasn't been done for sports that haven't been tracked before is something that I'm really looking forward to seeing, and I'd love to see how it is fully utilized by IBM in the future because the technology is really cool and it seems to all be working really well, but they're not selling these tables yet. They're more of a proof of concept for the time being. Um, but I'd love to see like the future where tournament brackets for these sports are decided by the AI based on different factors of what the skill levels of each players are, and it's like a much more fair way to go across doing that rather than just being like, oh, this guy is seated at the 1 seed, he plays the 16 seed. Like it actually would be able to eliminate the seeding part of things and just bring in the actual ability of players and making the most entertaining, fun stuff to watch. And I think that's something I'm really excited for the future.